Actually, as a child, I was a pretty good athlete. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the sport. Football, I was pretty good until I went to college and a 6'6" man picked me up and placed me out the way. Then I realized, nah, I'm not gonna do this no more. Baseball, I was pretty good until ninth grade. I went to this baseball camp and this dude threw the ball 92 miles an hour. I couldn't see it, and that was the end of my baseball career. Now, track and field, that was my shit. I started running track and field year round in second grade. I went to the Junior Olympics, the Pan Am Games, and a whole bunch of other meets. The Special Olympics, too, which were actually harder than the Junior Olympics. My homie Ricky had one eye, and he went to the Special Olympics. There wasn't shit wrong with his feet. And I was pretty good up until high school. My fastest 100-meter dash time was 11 flat at practice. But in the meets, it was 11.2. But that 11 flat that I did with nobody else around that I really tell people was a 10.9, damn it, fuck y'all, I'm counting that. The crazy thing is that I used to, I got teased so bad that I didn't want to be fast. So what I would do is I would try and come in like second or third place because that meant I was still fast. But if I was first place, then people would not like me. And if I was last place, people would not like me. So I needed to come in right about that. I just wanted friends. I remember in eighth grade, there was these two kids, Brian and Ryan, and they were blonde hair, blue eyed kids. And they were the blondest of hairs and bluest of eyes kids they were very white, but they were the other two fast kids on the team. And they were just as fast as me. I was faster. I was faster. But they could keep up, and we were all running in like seventh grade. I think we were all running in like the upper 12s somewhere, and it was great. I could be just as kind of fast as them. I never wanted to beat them. I did sometimes, but then they would make fun of me, so I stopped. But when they were faster, they were nicer to me. I'm starting to realize how this sounds out loud, and I don't want y'all feeling sorry for me. My life is no longer pathetic and sad. No, it still is. Anyway, I liked track. Then what happened was I was 16, I got ranted it over by a car. I could no longer run fast. I mean, I could run fast, but my time was like, I think the fastest time I ran in 100 after I got ranted it over, it's like a 12.8 or something like that. Like it was a wrap. Which sucked because my whole goal was I wanted to go to the Olympics with my brother because he was running 10 flats. But then, other shit, bitches got in the way. And then I was a diver in high school. I was good. I went to districts, but that's just because two people had to go to districts and there was only 3 people on our diving team. I was also at the same time on the swimming team, which I did since I was a kid also. I was a really, really good swimmer on short distances, but I was really bad at long distances because that made I had to stay in the pool for longer and I was afraid of Jason. The only thing I ever saw when I looked at the bottom of the pool was Jason Voorhees. That was it. I wasn't swimming to try and win the race. I was swimming as fast as I could because I needed to get up out that water because Jason's in that water. He's going to drag me down. I probably shouldn't have been watching horror movies when I was. But I went to districts in that too. What other sports did I do? I played soccer. It's terrible. Really bad. I was not good. I did not make varsity, not even close. Didn't make JV. I actually made the C team, which is basically when you have too many people that go out for soccer, but you go to a school that doesn't have a cut system. They just be like, all right, so the rest of y'all just go over there. Like, we all didn't even have the same uniform and shit. Now, I was still fast. I was still one of the fastest dudes that played soccer, but I had very little ball control. Like, I was a forward and I scored 2 goals all season. All of the 2 seasons that I played. See what had happened both of those goals were not on purpose. I beat everybody. I would always beat everybody over to the thing, and then I just would try and kick the ball, and it would kick it that way, and it would go not that way. I remember the second goal I scored. I was all alone because I was just faster than everybody, and they had kicked the ball to me, and then I was going to kick the ball. It was an open goal, and the bar was right here, and then the goalie was standing right here for some reason, and all this goal was open, and I tried to kick it over there, and it just squeaked through the goalie and the fucking. And then they looked at me like I had did that on purpose, but I ain't had did that on purpose. But soccer was fun. I had fun playing soccer. It was just an enjoyable time. I got to play with my homie Ming, and then one time he was a goalie, and then one time he got kicked in the balls, and that was funny. He had to go to the doctor for that. I really liked soccer. I kind of did gymnastics, but that's mostly just like going to where people were doing gymnastics and flipping and shit. Nobody taught me. I just would fuck with shit enough to figure it out, which also means that I was not good, but I was willing to hurt myself. I played basketball in middle school and as a kid and high school, and I play a little bit now. Right now, I'm not good. I never have been good. It's one of those sports where you're just like, oh, I'm gonna suck at this forever. That's cool. Very good at defense. I'm fast still. I can shoot from certain places as long as you don't ask me to like dribble to that place. I look like a newborn baby trying to dribble. It's ridiculous. I can't do nothing with the left hand. I can't shoot with the left hand. I can't lay it up with the left hand. Can't really dribble if you try and make me dribble with the left hand, I'm gonna just give you the ball. That's the one thing that I can do really, really well is pass, which might say something about my self-esteem growing up. But I used to go play basketball every day after school at the gym at the college. That was close to my house, and I would play pickup games with some of the college players and shit like that. And I was ball. That was when I was the best at basketball, but I still was trash. You know what I mean? I can bang them threes though. I can bang them threes and them free throws. The places where you don't got to move a whole lot. I just want to be able to dunk one time, man. We used to lower the rim at the homie Ming house, and I did this one dunk, called it the King Kong Bundy Gorilla Slam. I smacked my nuts on that damn bar. I played roller hockey for a little bit. I was actually pretty good at roller hockey until I tried to play ice hockey and then realized that I don't like the cold or, the cold. I took a bunch of martial arts, taekwondo, karate, kyokushin, tong sudo, took a little ninjutsu, Shaolin Kung Fu, capoeira. I want to make it very clear. I didn't perfect any of these. I got a black belt as a child in Taekwondo, and that was about it. Some other color belts and shit. Did some tournaments. Basically, my mom just put me in any athletic endeavor that would like sap energy from me. Had a lot of ADHD as a kid. To give you an idea, I also won medals in horse barrel racing. What? Like why? It was just to get my energy under control. That's all. She let me do everything. I took tennis. I can't see the ball. I was a rollerblader for a while. I was actually pretty good. I was sponsored by, by this one dude. When I say sponsored, it was just a homie who liked me and had money. But sponsored sounds more professional. Oh yeah, I also wrestled. I was on the wrestling team. I wrestled in when I was younger, and then I also did it my senior year. I went to regionals and got soundly beaten. Like I was doing the damn thing, and then I got the regionals. Man, they beat the shit out of me. I didn't win a damn match. You ever get your ass whooped so bad the motherfucker apologized to you? Like, damn, dog, I ain't mean to. I thought you were better than this, and that's my fault for thinking that. I used to play goalball, which is a game that I think it's mainly played by blind people, the visually impaired. I'm not gonna sit here and explain it. Just look the shit up. It's fun. It's actually in the Special Olympics. It also hurts. It's a great amount of nut shot possibility in that game. Your face gonna get blown the fuck up. At one point, I even learned how to walk on stilts. Why? Like, why do I know how to do that? Oh yeah, wakeboarding, that was fun, but I was only good on that out of fear. See, what had happened was the first time I went kneeboarding, I didn't know what that strap was for. And then they told me you got to put it over your knees so you don't, fall off the board. But we learned in the St. Johns River, which is nasty. And I'm afraid of Jason. And he's definitely in the river. He's got alligators and manatees and all types of shit to be touching your feet when you in the water and shit. So when they told me to put it on, I was like, how? And they were like, well, you got to reach down and put it on. And I was like, you want me to let go of the rope with one hand? Because we're not going to do that. So I was up standing, they were pulling me behind the boat, speeding up, going like whatever they was going. And I was going no strap, because I wasn't about to let go of that damn rope. And I didn't. I never let go of that rope. I even hit some jumps on accident, of course, but I didn't let go of that rope. And I didn't put that strap on. And then I realized, oh, this was actually kind of fun once I got back in the boat. And then we did the wakeboarding, and that was just like surfing, which I'm also bad at. But I was like, this is fun. But then most of the times I didn't want to fall. It was because I didn't want to get in that cold ass water. So I would just stay up. Fear can be hell of a motivator. Also being a bitch. Same thing happened the first time I went tubing. The whole tube flipped over, but I was like, I'll be damned if I'm about to let go, because I'm not going to be in this water without the tube. The tube is attached to the boat. I'm not letting go of this tube. So the tube flipped over. I was underwater for a little bit, and then the tube luckily flipped back over, and everybody was like, good for you. That was the dopest shit I ever seen. But I was like, nah, get me off this motherfucker. Played on a couple softball teams, and those were fun. Those were always fun. I can hit, and I can get around them bases pretty fast. Not great in the field because number one, I don't be paying attention anyway, and I'm also legally blind, so I'm not paying attention to the shit that I couldn't see in the first place, which is not the greatest fielder that you want on your team, but you know. Dale Strawberry did crack. Shut up. Probably played some other sports too, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. But yeah, man. Sports are fun. Every time I see a cat on a Roomba, I'll be like, what you doing? Like, what is fun about it to the cat? Like, don't get me wrong. If I could stand on a motherfucking Roomba right now, I would do it and I would. Like, I feel like it would soothe my ADHD because it doesn't know where it's going or what it's doing, and that's what's going on in here. Eventually, the floor will get clean, but I feel like that's what's going on with the cat. Like, he's just on this motherfucker. Like, I don't understand this at all. But they also look like, but this is mine now. I command this. See, that's why I respect cats. I respect cats because cats get embarrassment. Like, if a dog runs through a screen door, he just runs through a screen door. Motherfucker look back at you like, why you ain't follow? Dude, why'd you stop? Why are you laughing? What's funny? I mean, am I funny? I'm funny. But if a cat run into a screen door, the cat will like acknowledge the screen door, then just like sit down and like start licking himself like, I don't even know what y'all even talking about, nothing. All of a sudden just do some cute shit out of nowhere to let you know, hey man, don't even think about that shit that I just did. But look, how rub my belly? But for 2 seconds. If it's 3, I'm gonna bite you. But for 2 seconds. Cats on Roombas, man. I think I fuck with it. My cat used to meow at me very loudly anytime I played the violin, which probably tells you how good or bad I was at the violin. I always tried to figure it out. I couldn't tell if she was like, yo, that is too high pitch of a sound, bruh. My ears work way better than yours. Or if she was trying to tell me, bruh, pick up another instrument, dog. This is terrible. Pay attention to me, because you're not good at this. Or she might have been like, yo, this is fire. Keep doing it. Or it could have also been that she was laughing at me. Like, this is so hilarious that you think that you are good at this. I love you, though. I miss that cat. Baby. That was her name. I would love to act like I came up with that, but basically it just happened because when I got her, I was 10 and I had ADHD like a son of a bitch. And I just never named her. I just kept calling her, hey, baby, come over here. And then somebody was finally like, what the fuck is the cat's name? And I was like, it's Baby. I guess it's Baby. She was my homegirl. I remember this one time she brought me a live mouse and shit. And I was like, oh, damn, that's a mouse. And I picked it up and I thought it was dead and it wasn't dead. And so I screamed like a bitch and I dropped it. I was surprised. I was just surprised, y'all. It wasn't, look, I'm not afraid of no motherfucker. I ain't afraid of no mouse. Ah, was the noise I made. But then it got away. And so she looked at me like I had done something wrong. And then she ran after it. She caught it again, brought it back to me. But this time she like a motherfucking cartoon. She put her paw on the tail and was like looking at it while it was trying to get away. And then she was looking at me. And I could tell that she was like, bruh, I cannot make this easier for you to do. And I didn't know how to communicate to her. Like, I don't want to eat the mouse though, baby. I got real food. Then I kind of felt bad for the mouse because I was like, damn, you really just torturing this mouse over here. But at the same time, I was like, man, she really caught this motherfucking mouse for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like we home. The fuck your ass doing in my house anyway, Mr. Mouse? And then I thought, oh, Baby was outside. Maybe she grabbed this mouse up while the mouse was at mouse dinner and shit. So the mouse husband or mouse wife, I didn't look at the mouse, like, I didn't look at the mouse shit, so I didn't know if it was man or a woman mouse. But like the spouse of the mouse is at home, like, oh my God, like on the mouse phone to the mouse police, like, yo, somebody came in and stole this, like they stole my people. Or maybe it was a single mouse. So he's like, man, fuck it. Just end this shit. I ain't got nobody. While I was thinking all this shit, the mouse got away. And Baby just let it get away. She didn't even chase it. She was just looking at me like, you ain't shit. And I felt like I wasn't shit. So I gave her some treats and then we went to bed. I missed that cat.